If you just open Robinhood and you're staring at thousands of stocks wondering what you're actually supposed to buy, this video is for you. Because here's the truth, the hardest part of investing isn't using the app, it's knowing what to put your money into. Most beginners either freeze up and do nothing, or they buy something random because they saw it trending. Both are mistakes. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what I personally invest in, a simple 3 ETF portfolio that gives you instant diversification, keeps your fees almost at zero, and is backed by decades of data. So let's get into it. Now you might have noticed when you open Robinhood that something is missing. Robinhood doesn't offer traditional index mutual funds, but honestly it doesn't need to. What it does offer is index ETFs, and these give you the exact same benefits: low cost, instant diversification, and long-term growth potential. For someone just starting out, this is all you need. So what is an index ETF exactly? Think of it as a basket that holds hundreds or even thousands of stocks inside it. When you buy one share, you're instantly invested in all of those companies at once. You're not betting on one company, you're betting on the market as a whole. And historically, the market goes up over time. Now let me share a few of the ones I personally invest in. And I want to be clear, these are just a few from my own portfolio. I'm not going to go through all of them today, but these are a great starting point. First, VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This tracks the 500 largest companies in the United States: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, all in one fund. The fee is just 0.03% per year, which means on a $1,000 investment, you're paying 30 cents. That's it. This is personally one of my favorite ETFs, and Warren Buffett himself has said that a low-cost S&P 500 index fund is the best investment most people can make. If you don't want to listen to me, at least listen to the legendary Warren Buffett. The second one is VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Similar to VOO, but even broader. Instead of just the top 500 companies, it covers the entire US stock market. Over 3,500 companies, and it has the same incredible low fee of 0.03%. Last, SCHD, the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. This one is completely different in nature to the first two. Instead of focusing on growth, it focuses on companies that pay consistent dividends. Think mature, stable, established businesses that share their profits with you regularly. It's the income side of the portfolio. Where VOO and VTI grow your money over time, SCHD puts money back in your pocket along the way. What all three have in common? They are low cost, broadly diversified, and based on decades of data, they follow the market and grow over time. But together, they complement each other really well. VOO gives you the S&P 500 exposure, VTI gives you the entire US market, and SCHD gives you stability and income. There is very little overlap between them, and that's exactly what you want in a portfolio. For this video, I'm going to buy VTI. I typed VTI into the search bar, and as you can see, it pulls up straight away. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Tap on it, and this is the ETF page. You can see the current price, how it's performing today, and the chart showing its price history. At the bottom, tap Trade. You will see three options: trade options, short, and buy. Ignore the first two. Tap Buy. This is the order screen. At the top, it says market order, and that's exactly what you want. A market order means you are buying at the current price right now, no complications. Now, before I enter the amount, I want to highlight something really important that most beginners don't realize. You can switch between buying in dollars or shares at the top right. And this is where fractional shares come in, and this is a big deal actually. VTI is currently priced at over $320 per share today. A few years ago, that would mean that you would need $322 just to get started. But Robinhood allows you to buy fractional shares, meaning you can invest any dollar amount you want, even just $1, and you will receive a fraction of a share proportional to what you put in. You don't need to buy a whole share. You don't need hundreds of dollars to get started. This is exactly why I said stick with dollars. It's simpler, more flexible, and it means everyone can invest regardless of their budget. So I'm going in to put $10. You will see the order summary below showing exactly how many shares you will receive at that current price. In my case, is 0.031 shares of VTI for $10. When you're happy, swipe to submit it. And there it is. VTI order completed. $10 invested, 0.03 and some change shares purchased at $322.59 in my individual investing account. That's it. That is how simple investing actually is. You found a solid ETF, you bought fractional shares of it with just $10, and now own a piece of over 30,500 American companies. That's your first investment. After your order goes through Robinhood, you will prompt you with on this screen, build your portfolio over time. This is Robinhood nudging you to set up a recurring investing. And honestly, this is one of the most powerful things you can do as a beginner. We're going to cover this in detail in just a moment. For now, just tap cancel and let's keep going. Once you tap cancel, you'll be taken back to the VTI page. This is what your investment looks like from the inside. You can see the current price, the chart, and if you scroll down, you will see a section called your position. And this is where it gets real. Your position shows you everything about your investment in one place. You can see how many shares you hold. In my case is 0.030998 shares. The market value, which is the current dollar value of your investments, $10. Your average cost, which is the price you paid per share, actually paid 1 cent more, it's $322.60. And your portfolio diversity, showing you what percent of your total portfolio this investment makes up. In my case, that's 12.25% because I have other purchases. Below that, you will see today's return, how much you have made or lost today specifically, and total return, how much you've made or lost since the day you bought it. Right now, both of mine shows plus 0.0006 cents, which is essentially nothing because I literally just bought it a few minutes ago. And that's completely normal. Investing is not about what happens in the first 5 minutes. It's about what happens over months and years. Now that you know how to buy and see your portfolio, I also want to quickly show you how to sell. Not because I want you to, but because you should know how it works. It's the same process in reverse basically. Go to the ETF stock you own, tap trade, and this time tap sell instead of buy. Enter the amount you want to sell, review the order, and swipe up to submit. That's it. But here's my honest advice. The less you use that sell button, the better. You see, every time you sell, you are potentially creating a taxable event and resetting the compounding process you work hard to build. Sell when you have a reason, not when you have an emotion. Now let's talk about something far more important than selling, and that's buying consistently. And Robinhood makes this incredibly easy with recurring investments. To set it up, go back to the ETF or stock you just bought, scroll down, and you will see a section called Recurring Investments, one of the most powerful features on the entire app. Tap Create VTI Recurring Investment, and by the way, you can do this with any stock or ETF, not just VTI, just to be clear. This is where the real wealth building happens. One purchase is a good start, but automating that purchase so it happens every week or every month without you having to think about it, this is what actually builds a portfolio over time. So let's set it up. The first thing you will be asked to choose is your frequency. You have 4 options. Every market day, which is Monday to Friday, every week on Friday, every 2 weeks on Friday, or every month. I personally go with every week on my investment accounts. It's a good balance between consistency and not overcomplicating things. Pick whatever works best for your budget and lifestyle, obviously. If you're just starting out and working with a smaller amount, monthly is perfectly fine. One thing to note at the bottom of this screen, orders are processed between 11 a.m. and at market close. If your scheduled day falls on a market holiday, it will automatically be placed on the next trading day, so you don't need to worry about that. Select your frequency and tap Continue. Next, you will enter the amount you want to invest each time. I'm going to do $10 just for this demo, but the amount is completely up to you. Even $5 or $10 a week adds up significantly over time. Tap Continue, then you will choose a payment method, either your linked bank account or your available buying power. I will use my 360 checking account. Tap Continue, and this is your summary screen. VTI recurring investment, $10 every week on Friday starting tomorrow from my individual investing account. Everything is laid out clearly so you know exactly what's being set up. When you're happy with it, swipe up and you submit. And that's it. You've just automated your investing. From this point on, every single Friday, $10 will be invested in VTI automatically, whether the market is up, whether the market is down, whether you're thinking about it or not. That is consistency. And consistency is what builds wealth. And that's it. 3 ETFs set up in minutes, running automatically every single week. You're not picking stocks. You're not gambling on one company. You own a piece of thousands of American businesses, and every week that position gets a little bigger without you having to think about it. That is how wealth is actually built. Not by finding the next hot stock, but being consistent when everyone else isn't. Before you go, I've put something together for you. It's a free PDF called the Refined Investor Guide. It breaks down the exact strategy that beats 95% of professional fund managers and explains why most people lose money investing. Link is in the description.